What's up, guys? This is the Vinyl Casket, home to lamest taste. My name is Nick. You can check out my YouTube channel at the Vinyl Casket, all one word, over on YouTube, where you could subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much, much more. We are doing our weekly comic review. We're a little late uploading this. We're not doing it live, having too many issues trying to do it live right now. But a lot of stuff happened last week. Saw the Reincarnated as a Slime movie in theaters, kind of pushed me off. Big week. But every Wednesday we get the books, we read the books, we bag and board the books. We then sit down, we take pictures for the Instagram, Von Casket Comics. We sit down, talking with you, give the top three. We go Indies, Marvel, DC. We rate them 1 through 10 and we're going to give you a top three this week. We're going to do it real quick. We're going to start off with Indies, which is 3 Boom Studio books. We got issue 104 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Key. This issue was awesome. We get a lot of backstory on Rita Repulsa and how she got to her new form. Lots of drops of other characters that we've known through the show. I thought the artwork was great. I like the build-up that we're getting. I like everything about this series right now and the direction that they're going, and I can't wait to see what more we get from it. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I'm gonna move on to issue 10 of Vampire Slayer. This is the variant cover. I believe this might be a variant cover also, but I'm not sure. I don't believe it is. This is a variant cover. Vampire Slayer issue 10. This got a little dark, very dark, honestly. I like that Willow is going into this direction. Or she's the Slayer. She's also going to be the villain, basically. It's kind of interesting to see this switch of character for her. And this whole emphasis on magic and darkness and emotion and the Slayer powers. I really liked it. I really liked the narration from her end. It was a really cool issue. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, which is shocking because I'm thinking the series has been sliding. Finally, from Boom, we have issue 11 of House of Slaughter. If you're confused, because I did drop this during the last storyline, I read the full first storyline of this book. Then the second storyline dealt with a guy in was he a blue mask, a red mask? He might be a scarlet mask, whatever it was called. We're now back on a new story involving the Butcher again. Return of the Butcher. The Butcher's Return Part 1 is the subtitle of this issue. Reconnecting after the first story arc of this series. So 11 issues in and we're finally back to the storyline. I liked it. I like the direction that we're going. I like the artwork. I like the character development. And I think this is a pretty solid storyline. So I'm happy to jump back in. We're going to give it a 7.5 out of 10 as well. Moving on to Marvel, we have the return of Hulk with issue 11. Donny Cates is no longer writing this, which is very strange to me. I didn't see that coming. I thought this was his vision, this story arc, this idea of what Hulk is at this point was his creation. But artist Oatley has basically taken over pencils, art, ink, covers, and writing. I liked the tone of this issue. I thought it was good. It felt like it was lacking something a little chaotic that Donny Cates kind of put into it. The whole multiple personality thing and the fact that there was multiple banners running around the head now dealing with each other. They felt way too cooperative and working together. And there wasn't enough chaoticness there. And the whole Godwall thing seems like it was a big concept but played down. You know, the threat that I felt, I don't really feel anymore. The weirdness of Hulk being there and acting like Hulk is strange. I don't know. This might be a drop soon. I was really enjoying this with Donny Cates, and I love this idea and this concept of Hulk. But just reading Oatley's first issue here, I know he's been on the series, but it just feels like it's lacking something. I'm going to give it one more issue. Hopefully, it's just me being confused why Donny Cates left the series, but we're going to give it a 7, which is low for this series. We're moving on to issue 3, Dark Web. X-Men, awesome. Awesome artwork. I've been trying to figure out, and I was waiting for us to finally flesh out what what Madeline Pryor's full objective was. And reading all the different issues and crossovers, I was connecting and piecing things together. Finally makes full sense. Those memories, she wanted the memories of Cable when he was a baby, when Jean was raising him before they put him in the future, that she lost out on. Makes sense. Really good motivation, especially when you're a psychotic clone of the most powerful telepath and telekinetic in the world. And you also have some weird connection to hell and limbo. Like, for you to be demented and obsessed with the fact that you never got to see your kid grow, it's proper motivation. It was a good story arc. I liked it. The direction we're going in now into the finale, I'm really excited to see what's going on, and where she goes in the future with Havoc wanting to be an X-Men on his own terms with her. I'm super excited to see where that goes. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10, which is shocking. Final book from Marvel is issue 5 variant cover of Alien. Awesome. I'm just going to say that this series continues to be, the Steel Team 6 is awesome. This concept, the storyline, the motivation, the artwork, top tier. I love Aliens. I think there's one more issue in the series. There's going to be 6, and then they're going to restart it again or continue. I'm not sure. But really good story, really good art, really good, really good, really good. We're going to give it an 8 out of 10. We're moving on to DC. Down the home stretch, issue 14 of Batgirls. This was basically a silent issue all about Orphan running around tracking down Steph, spoiler, the other Batgirl, and trying to figure out what happened. And then at the end, we kind of get a letter from her that seems kind of like it's leading clues. And at the end, they find each other, but it looks like spoiler might be dead. Really cool concept, really cool story. I love the artwork here. It was awesome. I'm going to give it an 7.5 out of 10, just because it could have used, should have been completely silent or had dialogue sprinkled out. I don't like how it had just the letter. Issue 11 of Batman Superman World's Finest by Mark Waid and Andrew Mora on art. This was sick. Cover sick. Story sick. I like this. I like this conclusion of the story arc. I'm curious to see what direction they go with this further, what they're going to tackle on next. World's Finest has just been really cool storyline. It's a really cool storyline. So I'm excited to see where that goes. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Moving on to issue, what is this? This is a big number. 791 of The Flash. I don't know, this is Flash 2 weeks in a row. I think we're getting Flash twice a month now, plus an event issue coming out soon. Awesome variant cover. I love this. I'm so down for 1 Minute War. I like the build up. I love how we're using all the characters. I love the interconnectedness and how we're tying the story together. The whole stuff with Iris is really crazy to me. Really, really sick issue. If you have ever been a fan of The Flash and you like Wally, you like Barry, you like Wallace, Kid Flash, you like Bart as Impulse, you like Max Mercury, you like Golden Age Flash, you like all these characters, right? Jesse Quick, Max Mercury, the whole Wally's kids. This is a story arc you should jump into. It will help you back in if you like all those characters. Hopefully we get Godspeed back. Hopefully we get all these characters that we've been missing out. We want them back. This is perfect. I'm going to give this an 8.5. And then finally, we have 2 copies of this issue, but it's issue 100 of Nightwing. This is a wraparound cover, which is really cool. It has all this sick artwork of the characters that have been in his life. The other side is mostly the Titans. And then more of him as Robin, turning into Batman, turning into Nightwing. Robin turning into Nightwing, turning into Batman, turning back into Nightwing. This is the 1 in 25 variant. I love this. I love this. This variant is so good. It's so good. I had to get it. There was another one I wanted, but this is what they had, and this is what I got, and this is what I like. So, yes. Nightwing 100. Nightwing 100. Good. Justice League has to take a step back, reconfigure what they want to do, giving Nightwing the handles, saying go for it, do what you need to do, bringing the Titans in, having a new home base, doing something for Bloodhaven being the home of the new Titans, having the team come together to do everything. Little weird of the artwork because there was a lot of scenes that depicted Flash, Wally West, with eye holes instead of the white eyes, which since he took over back as Flash, he's had the white eyes. So it's been a little weird. That was strange. And at the end, it was back to having white eyes. We never fully fleshed out the story arc from Titans Academy, where Cyborg and Beast Boy were fused together in order to keep themselves alive, and were using like a weird crystal to look like they were separate. We never flushed that out. It didn't make sense during Dark Crisis when they got shot. What else? Oh, no Roy Harper. No Roy Harper at all, which makes no sense because he's back. No Aqualad either, or whatever he's going by now. Tempest? Is that his name? Tempest? So you had a bunch of the new Teen Titans. You had 2 original Teen Titans, and they formed the Titans. But the Titans, originally at least, the Titans that we had in New 52 and Rebirth and stuff, were I always forget the girl, Omen, as well as Tempest, Roy Harper. They brought Wally back, and they had Donna with Nightwing, right? So we're just missing Roy and Tempest, even though Roy got back to life, so there was no excuse not to have him in this issue. But solid issue. I like the direction, and I'm talking a lot about this issue for no reason other than it's amazing, and Tom Taylor is a genius. This is my pick of the week, easily. 9 out of 10. Followed up by Flash at number 2. And then number 3 we'll do Alien. And I'll do 5. I'll do 5. 4. And then what's my number 5 book of the week? I'll go Power Rangers. Yeah. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in on YouTube and checking out my video. I'm not sure when this will fully upload because I have to do it manually instead of doing a live stream, because I'm not doing a live stream. Normally that takes me no time. You can check out the channel at The Vinyl Casket. You can subscribe, like, and comment for much, much more. Remember, guys, that hit that bell. I need you to hit the bell. I need you to hit subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you picked up, what you're picking up, what you're into, what you're getting for next week. What are you excited about? What are you looking forward to? Talk to me. Talk it up. Anything, I will respond. Once again, guys, The Vinyl Casket, home to the lamest taste. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to stay lame.